Paul Mitchell, the Color XG, the future generation of permanent hair color. Your vision becomes reality with this new, high-conditioning cream formula for brilliant, permanent color results. The Color XG is based on the DyeSmart system, which allows for maximum color penetration and predictability. It comes in 78 beautiful, permanent shades that are perfectly matched to Shine's XG. Its unbeatable gray coverage, vivid reds, and gorgeous single-process high lifts deliver vibrant, fade-resistant results. And it comes with the Pure XG protection system. With a gentle beeswax base, it contains cottonseed oil and rice milk to leave hair looking and feeling healthy. And it's easy to mix and apply. Formulation is easy with the Color XG. The tonal base key shows that. Natural is represented with a stroke and the number 0. Red is stroke 4 and brown is stroke 7. And this base key closely matches the 14 tonal series or families that make up the palette of the Color XG. The first letter or number following the stroke represents the primary tone. The second letter or number represents the secondary tone. To help us select the best tonal series to enhance, or neutralize, the dominant pigment, we use a color map. The inner part of the color map represents the full color spectrum and shows where each of the Color XG tonal series lives. And the outermost triangles represent the dominant pigment at each level. Starting in the center of the chart, we have the N or stroke 0 series. Above that, the warmer NB or stroke 07 series. Below, the NN or cooler stroke 00 series. The color map then shows the families clockwise from coolest to warmest. There are 4 easy steps to formulation. Determine the natural level and percentage of gray. Determine the target level, tone, and overall desired result. Refer back to the color map to determine the dominant pigment at the target level. And last, select your shade based upon the desire to neutralize or intensify the pigment. Paul Mitchell the Color XG is formulated to deliver exceptional coverage on up to 100% gray hair. To achieve coverage on over 70% gray hair, either add up to 50% N, NB, NN, or WB to your selected shade, or drop 1 level darker than your desired result. To achieve up to 1 additional level of lift, add up to 50% of the Clear Booster to your shade formula. An example is 30 ml Clear Booster plus 30 ml 8G or 8-stroke-3 plus 90 ml XG processing cream. When Clear Booster is added, gray coverage may be achieved, but with a more translucent result. Paul Mitchell the Color XG offers 6 amazing intensifiers. They come in gold, orange, red, green, blue, and violet, and should be added to the formula prior to adding the chosen XG processing cream. As a general use guideline, for each 30 ml of selected shade, add the amount of intensifier outlined in the chart. The lighter the depth, the less intensifier is needed. For very strong or vibrant results, add up to 30% of the formula to neutralize extreme tonality and up to 50% for vibrant intensity. The Color XG intensifiers do not alter processing time. For deposit and minimal lift, use 10 volume or 3% XG processing cream and process for 25 minutes. For 1 to 2 levels of lift, or optimal coverage, use 20 volume or 6% XG processing cream and process for 35 minutes. For 2 to 3 levels of lift, use 30 volume or 9% XG processing cream and process for 45 minutes. For 3 to 4 levels of lift, use 40 volume or 12% XG processing cream and process 45 to 55 minutes. For 4 levels of lift, use the High Lift series with double 40 volume XG processing cream and process for 45 to 55 minutes. For deposit only, use 10 volume or 3% with the Ultra Toners and process for 5 to 15 minutes. Check for color development starting at 5 minutes. For levels 1 to 10, mix 1 part of the Color XG to 1.5 parts of 10 to 40 volume XG processing cream, a 1 to 1.5 ratio. For high lifts, mix 1 part of the Color XG to 2 parts of 40 volume XG processing cream, a 1 to 2 ratio. For the Ultra Toners, mix 1 part of the Color XG to 1.5 parts of 10 volume XG processing cream, a 1 to 1.5 ratio. For a virgin application, first section the hair into 4 quadrants. On dry hair, apply color approximately 1.5 centimeters from the scalp to the point where the ends show damage or porosity. Process for 10 minutes. Apply color to the root area and through the ends. Process for an additional 15 to 35 minutes depending on the selected processing cream. For a retouch, first, on dry hair, apply the chosen formula to new growth and process depending on the selected XG processing cream. Then, if desired, apply the chosen formula from the mid-shaft through the ends and process the last 10 to 15 minutes, or select the corresponding Shines XG formula and process accordingly. For a virgin high lift application, first, section hair into 4 quadrants. Then, on dry hair, apply color approximately 1.5 centimeters from the scalp to the point where the ends show damage or porosity. Process for 10 to 15 minutes. Then apply color to the root area and through the ends, and process for 45 to 55 minutes. For a high lift retouch, on dry hair, apply the chosen formula to new growth and process. If desired, refresh the mid-shaft and ends for the last 10 to 15 minutes with the same formula, or select a corresponding Shines XG formula and process accordingly. Development times are a guideline and may be extended as needed, particularly where extra lift, coverage, or vibrancy is desired. Room temperature processing is always recommended for predictable, consistent results. If heat is applied, processing time will be cut by approximately 50%. Following processing time and before rinsing, emulsify the color around the hairline to avoid staining before water is applied. Recommended application is on dry hair. The Color XG and Shines XG are perfectly matched, delivering both permanent and demi-permanent applications for extraordinary, consistent results every time. Performance, pure and simple.